The story of Crazy Joe was torn from yesterday's headlines, and it's as terrifying as tomorrow's.
Good morning. Welcome to Crazy Joe's Concession Stand. I'm Crazy Joe. This is my entry for Wednesday, August 13th for the Dog Days of Podcasting, a challenge to put out a podcast a day for the entire month of August. If you are interested in learning more about the Dog Days of Podcasting, please visit dogdaysofpodcasting.com. There you could sign up for the mega feed and hear the podcasts of every single participant taking part in this challenge. And there's some good ones. I'm reluctant to start naming names because if I do, I'm going to leave someone out and then I'm going to feel bad. And I don't want to do that. There's a lot of good people taking part. So check it out. Go dogdaysofpodcasting.com. Check out that mega feed. Now, today I'm going to do a bit of a short entry because we've already covered this topic, but man, oh man, man, oh man, just 2 days ago here on the Dog Days of Podcasting, I was going on about movie studios releasing films to PVOD, Premium Video on Demand, too soon. They are hurting the box office take on films by rushing them to PVOD when the PVOD revenue is going to be there. It's going to be there all along. You know, they can wait 90 days. That PVOD revenue will still be there. They gain nothing by rushing it. All they do is hurt the theatrical. And like I said, you're not gaining a revenue stream because the PVOD revenue stream is already built in. You're just killing another revenue stream. You're destroying one revenue stream without adding a new one. And it's a really foolish thing that Hollywood has been doing consistently since the pandemic. Now, it started during the pandemic for logistical reasons. The theaters were closed. They were trying some new things to get the movies out there because the theatrical model wasn't working at the time due to the theaters being shut down. But when the time came for the theaters to reopen again, this should have been nipped in the bud. This should have been stopped, and we should have gone right back to the 90-day window, which has been tried and true, proven to work. But instead, they've been doubling down on this failed format that is just leaving everybody scratching their head going, why are people not going to the theater? I don't get it. Why? When they're doing everything in their power to hurt the performances in the theaters. So look, here we are 3 minutes in, and I'm repeating myself from 2 days ago. That's why I said this is going to be a short one. But I wake up on yesterday, Tuesday, because this is the Wednesday show. On Tuesday, I wake up and one of the first things I read in my email is that Paramount's The Smurfs is now available to watch at home through PVOD. The Smurfs opened 3 weeks ago. This is what I'm talking about. The movie opened 3 weeks ago, and it is now available right now. Right now, you can go on Amazon, Fandango at Home, Apple TV, wherever you get your movies, and you can rent or buy The Smurfs 3 weeks after its theatrical release. How is this sustainable to the movie theaters? And that's not all. On Monday night, Monday the 11th, I took Kira to see Superman. This was my 6th time seeing Superman in the theater. It was Kira's first. Kira has a little bit of a blood phobia. She doesn't like blood. And in the trailer, if you saw the trailer for Superman, the trailer for Superman shows Superman lying in the snow and he's all bloodied up. Kira saw that and said, I'm not watching that movie because he's got blood on his face. So Christine and Jackie and I all saw Superman more than once. We all saw it more than once. And we told her, Kira, you would really like Superman. And there's only blood in the one scene where he falls, out of the sky after his battle, lands in the snow. That's the only scene where there's blood. And it's the very first scene in the movie. And you can go into the theater and you can shut your eyes and there's no more bleeding in the rest of the movie. So finally, she decided she wanted to see Superman. So Monday, I take her to the theater to see Superman. Her first time, my sixth time. The theater was still, pretty jumping. People still going to see Superman. This is a movie that has proven to have really good legs. Good word of mouth on this film. People are still going to see it. Almost a month after actually the 11th was a month. Monday the 11th was 1 month. It opened on July 11th. And it's still hopping at the theater. So I wake up Tuesday to the news that the Smurfs is hitting PVOD, and at about noon or so on yesterday, the day after I took Kira to see Superman, I get in my email a press release from Warner Brothers informing me that Superman is coming to PVOD this Friday the 15th. Just a few days later than the 1 month mark. Theaters for 1 month. Now it's on PVOD, effective Friday. What more can I say? What more? I just went on the rant on Monday, and here we are on Wednesday, and the Smurfs and Superman have joined the fray in 1 month or less. This is killing the theaters, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Because all you're going to do is, and then I talked about it. I went on social media, and I chimed in about how this was a terrible, terrible thing. And I get responses that are making excuses for this. And the excuses are, well, you got to understand. You got to understand. The studio's trying to make their money because people aren't going to the theaters. It's like, of course people aren't going to the theaters. This is why. This is why. It is this that is causing the people to not go to the theaters. You're telling the people, you don't have to go to the theaters. We'll bring it to you in like 1 month or so. You can't use people aren't going to the theaters as an excuse for this, because this is the trigger that people aren't going to the theaters. You've trained them to stay home. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, everybody. Keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open it, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them PJs. Some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander Adamas. But no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. I know we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.